In the previous illustration, we discussed about the non-interest bearing note, pero yung kanyang payment ng note is on installment in annual timing. Ngayon, ang illustration 7 is also about the non-interest bearing note, pero ang kanyang timing sa pag-pay ng principal is on a semi-annual installment. Okay, so semi-annual, ibig sabihin every 6 months. Now, let's read this illustration to proceed. January 1, 20X1, ABC issued 3-year, 1.2 million an interest-bearing note, payable due in equal semi-annual payments. Again, take note the word equal and also semi-annual. Okay, in 3 years. So therefore, we can simply divide this 1.2 into by 6. Okay, kasi 3 years times to 6. So that would give us 200,000 per 6 months, or every 6 months. There is a payment of 200,000. Okay. The payment will start on July 1, 20X1. Okay, so since the note is non-interest bearing, therefore, we have to use an unimputed interest rate, which is the prevailing interest rate. Okay, so here's the hint. So sabi dito daw, when discounting cash flows that are due in semi-annual installments, the period used in the present value factor. Okay, so this would be our formula, diba, sa annuity. 1 minus 1 over 1 plus. Okay, now at this time, since this is semi-annual, this interest rate, imputed interest rate that we are going to use to compute our present value factor will now be divided into 2. Okay, ganun yon. So it would become 1.5%. Then raised to the number of periods. The number of periods shall be counted by following the number of payments. That should be the basis, or that should be our reference. Okay, so since the number of payments would take about 6 to 6, right? Not only 3, kasi 3 years siya, every 6 months, so that would be 6. Ang ilagay natin dito is 6. Okay, yun raised. Ang ilagay natin dyan sa exponent. Then, pagdating dito sa baba, same rate ang ilagay natin, 5%. Now, let's try to compute it. Okay, dito tayo. So, hanapin natin yung calculator natin. Okay, so dito na tayo. So, ngayon, ito na yung ating present value factor. Let's try to calculate na. So, 1 divided by 1.05. Okay, so this is for first year, second year, third year, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, so that would be 0.74. Ito, 0.74, yan. Then, i-minus natin dito sa 1. Okay, dito yan. Equals to 0.25. Then, i-divide natin sa 5%, 0.05. Okay, that will give us 5.075692. 5.075692 yata yan. 5692. Okay. 5692. That's it. Okay. And then, yun. That will be our present value factor. So, this is it. So, ito na yung na-compute natin. Multiply natin doon sa ating periodic payment every 6 months. So, that will give us a present value of 1,015,138, which is, of course, lower than the face value. The face value is 1.2. Okay, so what shall we do with this? Gagawin yan is, Okay, ang next natin, di ba, mag-prepare tayo ng amortization table. Okay, that is the case. So, magsimula tayo sa present value as our starting point. Then, the payments we plot in here every 6 months, right? Okay, then dito sa interest expense, ilagay natin dyan. Okay, how do we compute interest expense? So, again, just multiply it yung present value na beginning, i-multiply mo siya by 5% ngayon because this is the interest rate for the semi-annual. That would give us 57.57. Okay. Test natin ha kung tama ba yung sinasabi ko. 10, 15, 138 times 0.05. Okay, so that's it. Correct yun. Okay. Now, we get the difference between the 200 and the 57.57. That would give us 149. 149. So this 149 will be deducted against this. So that will give us 865. So tingnan natin na, ulitin natin. So yung 200,000, okay, bawasan natin ng 5757. Okay. So ano yon? So 243. Then i-deduct natin sa ang gamitin natin yan na pang-deduct dito sa 1,015,138. Okay, so that would give us another or an amortized cost of our note payable amounting 865,895. Then again, you do the same process on the following, on the subsequent measurements and recognition or amortization, recognition of interest expense and amortization of the discount, and also whatever is the amortized cost every interest date. Okay. Until such time that you are arriving at 0 carrying amount. Okay. Now, if you are asking about how much is the interest expense for 20x1, you have to get the total of this and this because kadalawang beses siya nagkaroon ng accrual for the interest expense. What I mean, amortization or recognition of the interest expense by way of amortizing the discount on notes payable. So, ganun pa rin yung gagawin when it comes to the entries. Okay, kasi yung next natin na concern is yung entry. Well, first dito sa July, lagay na lang natin dito, July 1, 20, X1, debit natin yung interest expense. Tapos credit natin yung discount on note payable. Okay. 50,757. Okay, ito na yung debit at saka credit natin. By the way, we haven't yet set up kung ano yung natin ha, yung initial entry. Okay, para nakalimutan natin kanina. So, gagawin natin dito is gagawa tayo ng entry. So, paano ba yan? Ano to ha? Bali, ang scenario is nag-issue siya for something, I think cash siguro yun. So, therefore, ang pag-issue niya is i-debit na lang natin as cash, then credit, note payable, amounting 1.2, di ba? Million. Then the cash is this, the 1,015,138. And the difference is discount on note payable on NP. So ito na yung magkano yung difference ng niya. We need to compute. So yung 1 million, 1.2 million, okay, bawasan natin ng 1,015,138 and that's it. 184,862. Okay. So this is our initial entry. On the subsequent entry, again, we have this interest expense. Then at the same time, since there was a payment on every 6 months, then we need to debit the notes payable and credit the cash for the amount of 200,000. Okay? So, yun. So, again, saan galing itong mga amount na to? Ito galing dito. Samantala, ito galing siya dito. Okay. In 200,000. Then, that would be the same entries, pro forma entries that you are going to follow. You just need to change the amounts. Palitan nyo lang yung amounts niya, na yan. Then, hanggang tuloy-tuloy hanggang sa matapos yung end of the 3 years. Then, magiging 0 na yan. Okay, so ganun lang yon. Okay, now another question is, pagdating sa reporting. Okay, let's have the reporting now. Reporting. Ano yung ilalagay natin sa, halimbawa, if we're talking about reporting December 31, 20, X1, di ba? Ito yung first na reporting. Okay. Ano yung ilalagay natin na under the current note payable? At saka ano yung ilalagay natin na discount dito sa kanya? Under the current, ha? Okay. Discount on note payable. Okay. So, unang-una, ang current lang dito na note payable, we could say na yung magfo-fall sa 20x2. So, yung dalawa. Okay? Yung dalawa, which is 400,000. However, yung discount on note, yun yung ano natin. Magkano yung ilalagay natin dito? Okay, you can get that by using this one. Ito yung discount na ma-amortize or magfo-fall on the year 20x2. So ito na yon, get the total of that 35,460 plus the 27,233. Okay, that would give you 62,693. Okay. Now, i-deduct mo yan against the 400,000. So, we have 337,307. 337,307. Okay? Which is actually, ito na yon kung i-total mo yan. So, ito yung ma-amortize during that time. Okay, so pwede mo din yung kunin yung diretsahan for the, if you are asked about the amortized value or amortized balance of the note payable. So you just all you need to do is pwede mo siyang i-add mo na lang yung 164,540 at saka yung 172,767. Yan. It will give you the same answer. Okay. Okay. Therefore, yung non-current natin, if tatanungin, magkano? Sa note payable is still 400. Paano yung dito, yung discount for the non-current? Okay, same way on how did you compute, ito yon, kukunin mo ito for the non-current na discount. Then yung kanilang net of discount dito, ito din ang kukunin mo. Okay, or just the difference between the discount. So pagpatuloy natin, ganon. So 18,594 plus 9,523 kay 28,117. Okay. Then, again, you get the difference with the 400,000. Okay, so 371,883. Okay, so we're done with this illustration. So let's continue the next illustration for the interest-bearing note. But at that time, but at this time, the installment payments are non-uniform. Meaning to say unequal installment payment.